Cowboy Nation. Y'all know don't nobody want to come coach the Cowboys, right? Not anybody, not any real man, not any real alpha male with any sort of desire to truly be a leader, the desire to truly be head, the desire to truly have a say so in what happens with the team. Y'all know that y'all not gonna ever get that guy to come coach, right? You know that the likes of Jim Harbaugh, the likes of a Sean Payton, that sort of alpha male is never going to come coach the Cowboys, right? So everybody's, and I'm not, and maybe I shouldn't say everybody, but there are media guys, and especially Skip Bayless, whining about Mike McCarthy being dismissed. It's like you don't understand why Jason Garrett was retained so long. Jerry Jones has to have a certain kind of boy to coach his team. Jerry Jones can't have a Jimmy Johnson personality. He can't have a Sean Payton personality. He can't have a Jim Harbaugh personality. Come coach his team. It's why Bill Parcells didn't work out. Jerry Jones needs a submissive boy to coach the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm trying to figure out what is it that people don't really understand, and what are they upset about with Mike McCarthy. I think Jerry Jones likes Mike McCarthy the same reason and way he liked Jason Garrett. I can still be Jerry Jones. I can still get all the credit. I can still stand in front of the mic. And ultimately, I'm going to be the man that gets all the praise for any and everything that happens with the Dallas Cowboys. Anybody that's going to challenge Jerry Jones's status, leadership, and credential and accreditation, any person that has that possibility, Jerry Jones doesn't want anything to do with that. Jim Harbaugh coming to the Dallas Cowboys, and if the Dallas Cowboys all of a sudden went to the Super Bowl the very next year, Jim Harbaugh would get that credit. If that was a Sean Payton, if that was a Bill Belichick, not likely to be a Bill Belichick, but if it was the likes of a coach who wants to have GM say so, they would get that credit. And so Jerry would have to compromise who he is, and who he's been to the franchise. And so I think people who want Jerry to do something with Mike McCarthy are delusional. Jason Garrett, he just eventually made a switch and a change for the same guy. Jerry needs a guy that doesn't want to necessarily be the guy. Jerry needs a guy that just wants a little say so over coaching and plays. But Jerry wants a guy that doesn't want anything to do with personnel. Jerry wants a guy that he can manipulate, talk over, and over alpha. Jerry just wants a guy to coach. He doesn't want a man to coach the Dallas Cowboys because he's the man over the Dallas Cowboys. And I feel like you Cowboy fans, I don't think change is coming until Jerry changes. And I feel like what's happening with the Dallas Cowboys over the last 29, 30 years, I feel like it's deeper than personnel, coaching. I feel like it's a Jerry Jones spirit type of thing. I feel like it's an energy type of thing. There is an energy cloud riding over the Dallas Cowboys, and I feel like something needs to change with that energy, because the way that the Dallas Cowboys collapsed, that was odd. I did not expect that. And to whom they collapsed to, we got to start looking at some things beyond the obvious. The obvious thing is Jerry's the face of the Cowboys. He wants to remain the face of the Cowboys. Outside of his players, I don't think he cares about his players getting the shine. I think he wants the ultimate praise. The ultimate praise. But I think we got to look beyond the obvious. And I think Jerry is the holder of this energy. I think the reason that the Dallas Cowboys, same with the New York Jets and their quarterback situation, there's always something happening. I don't know why we're afraid to introduce a different reasoning. Maybe it's just because it's not going to be wholly accepted, and wholly made transparent and obvious to people who just want to um, talk strategy and X's and O's about sports. But everything that we do has energy attached to it. People have bad energy, people have great energy, people have good fortunes, people have bad fortunes. Manifestation is a real thing, and we talk about it in every other aspect of our lives. But when it comes to sports, it's like nobody talks about it, or and I mean that in lending itself, in some sort of spiritual realm. It's like, what's up with the spirit, the dark cloud, the luck, the of the Dallas Cowboys? What is it? What is it? There's always enough there to give people the delusional hope that this thing is going to happen, and every single time the train gets to the top of the tracks and it just rolls back down. There's never enough to get the roller coaster over the edge. What is that? It's got to be some kind of energy that's pulling it back. What's up? What's up? I don't know, and who the hell knows what fans could do, but I'm talking about people ride for this franchise so much. You would think that Jerry, for the fans, try something different. Jerry, you have an unbelievable zombie like walking of people behind this franchise. Why don't you try something different? Are you so full of yourself that not even for your fans, obviously not, would you try something different? He wants it too much, and I believe the energy shift and the cloud hovers over Jerry Jones. I don't know if people have ever, you ever had a certain energy and a feeling about something, and once you removed it, it kind of lifted, it changed, it shifted, you felt lighter, or a different result happened as soon as you forgave somebody. Did a different result happen in an area that you had been trying to make something happen? Did you kind of receive a benefit, a bonus? This happened to me. I simply forgave someone, or I repaid a debt, and then all of a sudden an overflow of what I'd been wanting started to happen for me. But it was because I was holding a certain energy for something, about someone. And then all of a sudden, just everything that I could ever want started to happen for me. I mean, I feel like Jerry's holding a certain energy over you Cowboy fans. It's like the mm, I don't want to analogize him like a villain or anything like that, but I really feel like the desire for power, the desire for me, the desire for praise, he's getting all the praise. So Jerry's getting everything that he wants. Every time that Mike shoves in Jerry Jones's face after every game, he's getting the praise. And so his reward is being given to him each and every week. Every time he gets on a radio show, and he does those 2 radio shows a week, Jerry wants the praise, he's getting the praise. So his ask is being given to him. He's being granted the attention that he wants each and every week. But forsaking the ultimate goal that everybody wants for the Cowboys, Jerry Jones wants praise. And that's what he's getting. He needs to shift his energy and attention to wanting a Super Bowl, because that's the ultimate goal for him. He thinks that's what he's doing, but it's not what he's doing. He's seeking praise and he's seeking attention. And so far, he's continuously manifesting that each and every year, each and every week. Somebody's talking about the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys favorites for the Super Bowl. Somebody's got them each and every year. So thus he's getting his reward. But what about the ultimate goal, Jerry? But he can't get out of his own way to see that he's the drain clog. He's the drain clog. He's got to get out of the mirror and to assume that somebody now and so the coaching pool for the Dallas Cowboys gets small. It is small, not get small. It's small. You got to have a certain mindset that's going to walk in understanding, who I'm walking in under this cloud of expectation for the Dallas Cowboys, and it never seems to happen. I don't know why it doesn't happen, but I don't want to deal with the expectation that it does. You got to get somebody with a lower motor and somebody who's just going to be happy to coach. Not somebody that wants to win and not somebody that wants to be an alpha male or want a part of the building process. You got to get somebody that just wants a job. They're just a job coach. That's what you want. You want the just a job coach, Jerry. He doesn't want a man that's equal to him, who's going to be seen equal, shoulder to shoulder. And Jerry's the billionaire. So how insecure are you, Jerry? You're the one, you're the billionaire. I think we need to look beyond the obvious. Look beyond the obvious. Jerry's getting what he wants every year. You fans are suffering because you're not getting what you want. And you can't get what you want until your owner gets out of that mirror. He is in the mirror, so nothing else is being reflected. A Super Bowl is not in the mirror. Jerry's in the mirror. I don't know what y'all can do. I mean, we got some Texans jerseys. You know, all y'all can become Texan fans. I mean, I'm a Texan fan, but I ain't got no Cowboy expectations. I'm just glad we made it past our wild card round. I'm just happy, right? And hopefully we win against Baltimore. Although I won't be upset to see Lamar Jackson persevere, move on. But man, listen, I feel bad for you Cowboy fans. Y'all are some ride or die. Y'all unfriending people, threatening to unfriend people who get on your page. Man, that is serious. Y'all can't be mad at us. You got to be mad at your owner. I want to see you Cowboy fans start ripping Jerry Jones on your pages because the energy that he's keeping, whatever thunderstorm is in the cloud over that franchise, Jerry Jones is in the middle of that, man. I'm telling you, you got to look beyond the obvious here. There is rhyme and reason as to why everything happens. And sometimes it's just not what you see. There was a show, a miniseries on Netflix, Behind Her Eyes. And at the end, it was shocking. The person that we thought it was really the soul of another person. Creepy. But there's something behind Jerry's eyes, man. It ain't what y'all think it is. And I believe the cloud will lift when Jerry moves. You'll be able to see a Super Bowl in the mirror as soon as Jerry decides it's time to move. Now, we all got next year. I could be totally wrong, but to me, it's just something else. But I think we need to temper the expectations. Skip Bayless, that some alpha male is going to want to come coach the Cowboys. Maybe the Cowboys are not the prettiest girl in the room anymore. After a while, a beautiful girl. The Dallas Cowboys is a beautiful franchise, the most valuable franchise maybe in the world, the most valued franchise in the world, maybe. Um, if that girl has been shopped around enough, she ain't looking all that attractive to anybody else. She just looks pretty. She just looks pretty. But the value, maybe it just kind of stops with you, Jerry. Maybe everybody don't want to date your girl. And maybe Jerry found that out too. And maybe that's why he's sticking with Mike McCarthy. But Skip Bayless seems to think that he can just go out and get somebody. Skip, you're delusional. Everybody don't want to date your girl. Everybody don't want to date your Cowboys. Maybe she too much trouble. Maybe they know they got to deal with Jerry. Maybe they don't want to have to do that. Because you got to assume that men talk to men. Coaches talk to coaches. People know, right? People know who Mike McCarthy is. They know who Jason Garrett is. And a lot of people who love Jerry. But there's also a cloud of people and a group of people who probably know Jerry's in the way. And maybe they just don't want to deal with that. So you always gotta, you got a shorter porch of options to come coach your franchise. I would be surprised if ever there was a coach of the Cowboys that Jerry really allowed some kind of control. So yeah, he'd have to share the mirror. So I just wanted to see what people are thinking, man. I know that was a rough loss over the weekend. I enjoyed it. I'm no Cowboy fan, but I feel bad for Cowboy fans. I really do. So what did you guys think about that? And isn't it time that we just kind of started calling things out? We call out other things. We got to look beyond the obvious here. Something going on with the spirit of that cowboy. Tiffany Gaines, host of the Secrets Podcast. Let me know. Jump in the comments. Please hit like and subscribe so you'll be notified of any other videos I upload to my YouTube channel. Cowboy Nation, I feel bad for you, but check your owner. Peace.